If you inherited a property and you're responsible for it here in San Diego, there are some things that you need to know in order to protect the home and also to avoid costly mistakes, which is what we want to help you with.
Today we're going to share with you 5 steps that you can take to preserve your inheritance and protect the property. The first thing you're going to do is make sure that you have the proper types of insurance for the home. You want to be protected from things like fire, liability, and vandalism.
Most inherited homes, of course, are vacant. And there's a specific type of insurance that we recommend, and some personal representatives, because they're really trying to protect themselves and the estate, will want to get, and that's called vacant home insurance. You want to consider the vacant home insurance because if something should happen to the home during the time that it's on the market, or even before it's on the market, and something happens, you want to make sure that you're covered and the house is covered, because theoretically, in the tiny little fine print, if your insurance company or your decedent's insurance company should find out that the property was vacant when, let's say, a water leak happened, they might deny that claim. So that's a tip that you want to keep in mind. It is going to cost 2 to 3 times as much as normal property insurance.
But with that, know that typically the time frame you're going to be obtaining this insurance for will be a lot shorter than traditional insurance. Another piece attached to the insurance is to know that in California right now, it can be a bit challenging to obtain insurance, all types of insurance on a property. So we recommend that you get started right away on trying to find vacant home insurance. And if you need suggestions, you can always reach out to us at our office. Next, we're going to talk about securing the property.
This is really important because recently we helped a client that there was someone who kept breaking into the house, and we actually had soft staged the property, including there was some beds there, so we put bedding on there and towels and shower curtains and things like that. And when we went into the home, we realized someone had been living there and had stolen the bedding and had used the towels. So it's really an important thing to consider. How do you secure the property when you don't live in this area?
One of the other suggestions that we'll make when you have a vacant property is to actually hire someone to install a temporary alarm system. We have seen an increase in break-ins in the last several years in vacant homes in San Diego. And so we usually will recommend, if we know that the property is going to be vacant, we know that our clients are out of the area and there isn't going to be someone constantly at the property, we'll recommend to them a temporary alarm system company.
And with that, the first thing that you should do is change all the locks, because you don't know who has a key to the home. We have a company that will change up to 6 locks, and it's about $140 for that. They'll come to the home and they'll take care of it, and then you'll have all new keys and protect the property that way.
A huge piece of this is peace of mind for you. We want you to know that the home is safe, because for you, that's the inheritance. That's the largest piece of the inheritance for the beneficiaries. And so knowing that the home is secure and safe and protected is going to give you peace of mind.
And the home that I just talked about, it would have been really bad if buyers had come in there and seen that someone had been living there. It might give them that feeling that the neighborhood wasn't safe.
If for some reason you don't feel comfortable having a company come in and install a security system, we do recommend that you maintain the internet service that you have provided, and with that, maybe have some security cameras installed. Things like a Ring doorbell, some Ring cameras for around the entry points of the home. Those will make you feel more secure as well than having a temporary alarm system installed. And you can also talk to all the neighbors and let them know that you're not going to be there. If you trust them and you feel that they're going to try to maintain safety in the neighborhood, then speak with the neighbors. Just let them know, hey, this home is vacant and we don't have anyone here to keep an eye on it because I live out of the area. Can you please help me maintain that? You can exchange phone numbers. Maybe they can take out the trash when necessary. It can be a lot of help for you. And another piece of that, sometimes our clients will have their neighbors park in the driveway because it makes the home look like it's occupied.
These are all just things that can really help you to feel comfortable when you have a vacant home out and you live outside of San Diego County. We hope you're finding these tips of value. We have more coming. If you are finding them of value, please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell button, hit the like button, and if you have a comment or question, go ahead and put it in the comment section. We do our best to answer all of them. Next is addressing outstanding debts and liens.
Right, so that would include things like property taxes, mortgages, and maybe a lien from someone who came and did some repairs, so a mechanic's lien. You're gonna want to ensure that these things have been taken care of, as it could potentially put the property in a position where they would be held liable for these particular items before the property could be sold.
And the way to avoid any kind of liability is to work closely with your real estate professional or your title company and have them do the deep research on the property and the decedent's name to determine way before you put the house on the market if there are any outstanding debts or liens.
Next, we're going to talk about conducting regular maintenance of the home.
If the property's been vacant for a while, you want to make sure that there aren't any active leaks or even addressing some deferred maintenance on the home. This might include doing some yard work, having someone do some yard work, and we have people that will help with that. You'll want to fix anything that is really cost effective for the sale, such as a leaking faucet in the bathroom. You also want to address anything that's pet related. For instance, we just helped with a property in La Mesa where the decedent had some pets of some sort, and the carpet was really soiled, and so we had the carpet removed, the floor sealed, which really helped with the smell, and the property sold. And like many of our clients that live out of the San Diego County area, having someone, a handyman, a contractor, something like that could be very helpful. And that's something that we also, because of the years of experience we have helping with these situations, we have a list of vendors that can help. Next is having a plan for taxes.
When someone passes away and a property goes into the situation where it's in probate or trust, the property taxes are reassessed. So know that upon the date of death, the property taxes are going to increase for that property.
And the reason that they're increasing, because before Proposition 19, we have a video about that, they now increase as of that date of death. So there's going to be additional taxes that are going to be due, and it's not necessarily going to be due as of the time that you actually sell the home. They're going to be due much later, sometimes 6 months to a year after the home is sold, so keep that in mind. And if you're in a situation where your loved one passed away quite a while ago, there are sometimes it could be 5 or even 10 years later, and the home would be assessed as of the date of death. That would be the value of the property. If it's been years and the home has increased, which here in San Diego County, they all increase a lot, there could be a capital gains situation. So that's something you're going to want to talk with a tax professional about.
Either way, sometimes it's a good idea to do a date of death appraisal. So you would pay a company to come in and appraise the property's value based on the date of death.
And that's mostly for a trust situation that you would personally hire someone to come in that's a licensed appraiser. And for a probate, it's called a probate referee appraisal that your attorney, or if you're handling the probate all by yourself, would need to hire a specific type of appraiser. By taking these 5 important steps, you will protect the value of the property, you'll protect the estate, and help avoid unnecessary stress for you and delays.
Thank you for watching. If you have questions about an inherited property and how you should go about protecting it, or you wanted advice about your specific situation, please reach out to us at our office. We'd love to help. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell button. And if you have any questions that you think might be helpful for others, put them in the comment section below.